I'm Robbie Johnson. I'm Territory Manager in Nebraska and Northern Kansas for Gallagher Animal Management North America. This is our 55.5-inch insulated line post, and we're just going to visit with you about the clips, the fins, how to use it, where to use it, and why you should use our inline post. So the benefits of our insulated line post is a couple things. The bottom of them compared to normal fiberglass posts, they do have a drive cap built on the bottom, so you're not beating the bottom of the post up. And also when you are driving them in, they have a built-in cap, so you're not beating the fiberglass core that is inside of this post. These posts, as you notice, this is a really long post. The 55-inch in all three of these are actually measured from the top of the foot up to the top of the post. These fins have two different sizes. The long ways goes with the fence. The holes in here actually allow root development within 6 months, which makes it harder for the post to come out of the ground. So our insulated line posts, depending on the size, they can range anywhere from 11 to 14 options for your spacings. And all these spacings are increments of just 3 inches off the bottom or 1 inch from the top of the post. So you get to dictate which side and how many lines that you want to utilize on these posts. On these insulators, they are in a triangle form, so the harder you pull against the post, these actually grab onto the post harder, so they make them much more difficult to get off the fence. So our insulated line posts come in 3 different sizes: the 36-inch, the 47-inch, and the 55.5-inch. So in our southern markets, where snow is not a factor, 60 feet spacing on these posts can be done very easily. As you get north in the Dakotas, even Canada, you may want to decrease that spacing just for snow load. Other things you could look at doing as you get in far northern areas, every 6th or 7th post, put in a wood post just for that heavy snow load effect, just to keep the fence from flexing down as much. So our insulated line posts can be installed with a normal pounder. They also, when you're installing these, make sure the fins are running the same direction as the placement of the clips. One nice thing about these, if you have bulls or if you have animals pushing both sides, the wire can be placed on both sides if you prefer. Pushes this way, he's pushing against the post, and then the next line you could alternate it, so you have an alternating fence system. Our insulated line post can be installed with a standard post driver. If you get into harder ground, areas where there's a lot of limestone, something that's pretty tough to get normal posts into, we do have a insulated line post driver with a sleeve that can be purchased also. So once you have your marker line or your straight line strung and ready to go, simply go your 30, 40, 50, 60 foot, whatever your farm application calls for, line it up with the fence, and then you're ready to install. So once your insulated line posts are installed, a couple things you'll notice is you will not be able to pull these out. Compared to other products out there, if you try to wiggle them to get them to come out, they will not come out. You will need to use a post puller. These are a permanent solution for electric fencing, so don't expect to be able to pull these out and move them on a regular basis. So we do sell a attachment or a piece that goes onto normal T-posts that you attach to the post puller, and it actually locks behind this so you can actually pry it out of the ground. So these clips here are designed for a variety of wires. As you can see here, this is our turbo braid. That is also made for turbo wire, if you wanted to use poly wire, but mainly for high tensile wire. So our tape clip for the insulated line post will fit electric fence tape up to 1.5 inches wide. So this particular cross-section fence that we put in with the insulated line post, we have 3 wires of 12.5 gauge wire. And the reason for this is we have a lot of deer in this area. And when deer do collide with the fence will bounce back with no issues.